the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the LSU Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Bulls head coach told me before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the ball's ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Makes the grab, it's Harris. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Harris. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
backs generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Here comes the option. Keeps it on the option. Now the toss. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Might as well stick with him. Nice move to keep running. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Run in the red zone. It's Durham. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Levin. They're working that left side. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Bishop. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. On the draw, it's Bishop. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Still on his feet at the 35. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. Caught, and he's got room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. Running inside, it's Bishop. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants it all. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
And right now it looks like there's 12, 13, 14 guys on defense. I mean, last possession you saw him break on the football, get the pick 6. Now another opportunity again. Dialed in, focused, breaks on the football, but that's why he plays defense. Shows you why he's not a receiver, but this defense is dialed in.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Tennessee! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Under fire. He's got the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
And the Volunteers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The run inside. It's Gordon. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down inside the 45 at the 44. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Rushes on him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Tight end now in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used the timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. To the air, it's Levitt. Makes the grab over the middle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
first job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away he saw the zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quarterback Keith stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Fires to the big fella. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
The short hands, it's Green. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Makes the grab. Still on his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the red zone, looking for a man. The screen, and watch out. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Now the play fake. He makes the grab. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Booster, booster. Ready. Whoa, 22. Go.
Running inside. It's Bishop. Last-ditch effort to get points before the half. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Boise State taking on the number 6 team, the Vanderbilt Commodores. And it's the Commodores on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the American Conference.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and
the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. Pass to 10. Touchdown ball! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Here's trouble, ball's out in the end zone. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and it'll be a loss of yardage on that one.
Number 97, set to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go right back to him. He's out past the 35. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets open down the middle. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Keep it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. That's caught. It's Matthews. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, look out on the right. Into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. The snap sets up to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Using his legs, it's Berry. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions.
There's a crease. Got enough for the first. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Here comes the heat. On the move and looking. He'll get rid of it. Hits the open man. Touchdown, LSU! And the stomping has commenced.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he makes the extra point. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Here's a give to Durham. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Durham one more time. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Bishop. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The ball's moving quickly to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Took it all the way back to the house. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Bishop. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Working the middle.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
And the Volunteers have their offense in high gear. Looking left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. Working on the right. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for a big play. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
To the air on 2nd down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.